out to pick up some raw milk, and we go every so often to pick up milk, and when I come home this afternoon or maybe tomorrow, I'll probably make some raw milk yogurt, and I'll be showing you guys how to do it. So I'll see you guys soon. They have a little baby. It's so cute. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria from Keep It Holistic, where I talk about healthy living, motherhood, and more. And I wasn't able to finish yesterday recording the yogurt portion of my video because I had to cook stuff in the Instant Pot last night for dinner. So today I'm going to be making yogurt with our fresh raw milk, and raw milk is really beneficial. It has lots of enzymes and vitamins, especially vitamin B6. They get destroyed through pasteurization. So that's why we like to drink raw milk. And it can be a little tricky making yogurt from raw milk. It can be runny. You can accidentally pasteurize it. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it, make a nice thick yogurt, but also avoid pasteurizing it. Also, there's not a lot of instructions on how to make yogurt in an Instant Pot that doesn't have the yogurt function on it, and mine doesn't. So I'm going to show you how I make it without the yogurt function, and I'll have instructions on how to make it with the yogurt function. So either way, you're going to be making some delicious raw yogurt today. And something else you might want to consider is you may want to have an extra insert for your Instant Pot, or even an extra Instant Pot if you're going to be making yogurt all the time. And that may sound really silly, but this is going to be used for a good, like, at least 24 hours or so to 2 days, depending on how long you want to make your yogurt for. So that's why you may want to consider that. I personally don't make yogurt all the time, so I just have one Instant Pot. I have the Duo Crisp 8-quart Instant Pot. And also, I want to say that you really want to make sure it's cleaned out if you have like an Instant Pot that you just use for your meat and dinners and stuff, because you don't want your yogurt to taste savory or like meat. So make sure you clean it out first. And for this recipe, you're going to need raw milk, of course. You're going to need a half gallon at least. And you're going to need some culture, which I'll show you in a second, and some gelatin. And this is how I make my yogurt nice and thick. So let's get into the recipe. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to heat up your milk, and if your Instant Pot has the yogurt setting, you're going to put it on, and then when it shows that it wants to boil it, you're going to press adjust. You're going to want to make sure that you heat it up just enough to dissolve the gelatin, but you don't want it to boil. So once your gelatin is dissolved, press cancel. It's basically going to pasteurize your milk, and you don't want to do that because this is a raw milk recipe. And if you have Instant Pot like mine that doesn't have the yogurt setting, then you're going to do the sous vide setting, and you're going to set it to 105 degrees. As your milk is warming up, you're going to want to add a tablespoon or a little over a tablespoon of gelatin, and this is going to help thicken your milk, because if you've made raw milk yogurt before, you may have run into the problem of runniness in the consistency, so this is going to help thicken it up. So you want to stir it until you don't have any more gelatin flakes on the top. You want to make sure that it's fully dissolved. So once your gelatin has dissolved, the next step is you're going to add your yogurt starter culture, and the one that I am using is the Cultures for Health, and it's the traditional one. There's also a mild one. They have a few different ones like Greek and stuff, but I'm going for a traditional yogurt, and this one's worked really well. And you use 1 packet for a half gallon. So in terms of lids, you can use a regular Instant Pot lid or a glass lid. A glass lid is going to be helpful when you transfer it in a few hours to the refrigerator, because this lid's not going to fit as well in there. And then if you're going to use this lid though for the cooking, you're going to want to press this button down, the venting knob, to make sure that the heat and everything is released. After you let it cook for 8 hours, let it cool down a little bit and then transfer it to the refrigerator for 24 hours. You can either remove the cream on top and use that as sour cream, or leave it as is. So I hope you enjoyed this little raw milk yogurt recipe and getting to see the raw dairy farm that we went to. And I'll have the link for this recipe down below. And this tastes really good with my soaked oat granola, so I'll link that as well. And I really wanted to make this recipe because when I first started making this kind of yogurt, I had trouble because the recipes were for instant pots with the yogurt setting, and mine doesn't have that, so I had to play around with it trying to get it to do what I wanted it to do. So once I figured this out, I figured I better share it with you guys, and I hope this is really helpful for you, especially if you don't have that yogurt setting. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Be well, guys!